Hello, welcome. This is lesson number 2. Today we are going to learn about language. Our sequence is called Discovery Language. First, let's read the following sentence. I donated money for the charity. He said. What type is this sentence? Of course, it's a direct speech sentence. How many parts are there in this sentence? Let's say this is part 1 and this is part 2. What is part 1 called? Part 1 is called reported clause. And part 2 is called main clause. If we want to change from direct to reported speech, what do we need? The first thing we need is to pay attention to the verb in the main clause. This is the verb we have to pay attention to. What is this verb called? We call this verb reporting verb. So, to change from direct to reported speech, we need to do many changes. But when and how? Let's now see what are the rules and the changes we need to do in order to change from direct to reported speech. Pay attention now. Read the following sentences and classify them in the chart below. We have 9 sentences. Here, in these 9 sentences, we have statements, we have commands or orders, we have yes-no questions, and we have WH questions. So, which sentences are statements, which sentences are commands, which sentences are yes-no questions, and which sentences are WH questions. Sentence 1. I donated money for the charity. My friend told me. This is a statement. Sentence number 2. What is a tsunami? The student asks the teacher. Well, this is a WH question. Question 3. Never take stairs in earthquake. The mother warns her child. This is an order, of course. Sentence 4. Where did you go after the flood? I asked him. This is another WH question. Sentence 5. Stay calm and don't panic during earthquake. The teacher said. This is an order, of course. Sentence number 6. Don't stay indoors during an earthquake. The father advised his son. This is another order. Sentence number 7. Do you often work for charities? My brother wants to know. This is a yes-no question. I have never seen a tsunami before, Sammy says. This is a statement. Number 9, are you safe? our teacher asked us after the earthquake? This is another yes-no question. Now, after classifying these sentences in the chart, let's classify the reporting verbs in this chart number 2. Look at the reporting verbs in these sentences. They are in blue. So, classify them. Here, for reporting verbs in the present tense, and here, the reporting verbs in the past tense. Told. It is in past or in present? Of course it is in the past. Told. Asks. Which tense is that? It's present. Asks. Warns. It is present. Asked. This is a past. Said. Another verb in the past. Advised. A verb in the past. Wants to know. It's present. And the last one, says. It's present. 4 verbs in present tense and 4 verbs in past tense. When the verbs, when we want to change from direct to report speech, we have to look at the reporting verbs, as I said before. When the reporting verb is present, the tense doesn't change when we change from direct to reported. The tense changes when the reporting verb is past. So, what are the changes we do when we change from direct to reported speech? Sorry. Let's clean the board. Let's see 4 statements. What are the changes we perform when we change from direct to reported speech? The changes are as follows. Introductory verbs, subject pronouns, tenses, possessive adjectives, and time expressions. What are the changes in verb tenses? The simple present indirect speech changes to simple past in indirect speech. The present continuous changes to past continuous. The simple past, the present perfect, and the past perfect, they all change to past perfect. The future with will changes to conditional, with that mean will changes to would. Can, indirect speech, changes to could, a reported speech. May, indirect speech, changes to might, in reported speech. Must changes to had to. Now for the changes in time expressions. This, for example, this morning, this afternoon, changes to that. We say that morning, that afternoon. These, for example, I say these days, these years, these months, they change to those days, those years, those months. Today changes to that day. Tonight to that night. now changes to then. Last, for example, last week, last month, last year, it changes to the previous. Previous week, previous month, previous year. Tomorrow changes to the following day. Yesterday changes to the previous day. And ago changes to before. What are the changes in pronouns? How do pronouns change? Subject pronouns for I in direct speech changes to he or she according to the speaker, if it is a man or woman. We changes to they. For objects pronoun, me changes to him or her. It's always according to the speaker. Either it is a man or woman. Us changes to them. For possessive adjectives, my changes to his or her. It depends if it's a man who is talking or it's a woman. Our changes to their. Demonstrative pronouns, they change as follow. Here, for place, changes to there. This changes to that. And these, they change to those. These are the main changes we perform when we change from direct to reported speech. Well, now it's time to practice. Let's practice and see. Practice, as you can see, practice makes perfect. We will understand more when we put theory into practice. Practice activity number 1. Choose the right answer. We have an MCQ activity. For each question, we have 3 choices, A, B, and C. Choose the right answer to complete each sentence. I'll give you 5 minutes to do that. Time is over now. Let's correct all together. Number one, Jim. I hate working on weekends. This is direct speech. How does it change? Jim says that he hates, or is hating working on weekends. Of course, it's hates. The tense doesn't change here because the reporting verb is present. Says. Sentence number two. Jane. I went shopping. Jane said that she had gone shopping. Here, we change the tense of the verb because the reporting verb said. So went, past simple, changes to had gone, past perfect. Number three, Andrew. I will be at work at 8. Andrew told his secretary that he willing or would? Of course it would. Be at work at 8. Why? Will here changes to would because the reporting verb is past. 4. Peter. I don't like staying alone at home. Peter says that he doesn't like staying at home alone. 5. The kid. I didn't write on the wall. The kid said that he hadn't written on the wall. 6. Paul. I can't stay any longer. Paul tells his friends that he can't stay any longer. Can't here remains the same. We don't change it because the reporting verb tells is imprisoned. 7. Mary. I have seen that film twice. Mary said that she had seen that film twice. 8. Betty. I won't be late. Betty said that she wouldn't be late. 9. Thomas. I was having a bath at that time. Thomas says that he was having a bath at that time. Number 10, the students. We must finish the project. Reported speech now. The students said that they had to finish the project. This is for practice activity number 1. Let's go to practice activity number 2. Change from direct to reported speech. You have a direct speech sentence, transform it into a reported speech sentence. I'll give you another 5 minutes to do that, and we will correct that all together. I hope that the 5 minutes were enough for you to do the activity. Now, let's correct it all together. The correction. Sentence 1. The manager has gone on holiday. The secretary said that the manager had gone on holiday. Has gone, present perfect. Change it to had gone, past perfect. Sentence number 2. You must do your best to succeed, the teacher said to the kids. The teacher told the kids that they had to do their best to succeed. Must, change it to had to. 3. I will come home as soon as I finish work. He told his wife that he would come home as soon as he finished work. Here we have 2 changes. Will, change it to would, and finish, present simple, changes to finished, past simple. Number 4, I don't know what to do with these kids. The new babysitter says that she doesn't know what to do with those kids. Here there is no change with the tense. Why? Because the reporting verb is present. But there is a change for the demonstrative pronoun. These change it to those. 5. I'm going shopping with my mother this morning. The girl told her friends that she was going shopping with her mother that morning. Here, as you can see, I'm going. Change it to she was going. Present continuous, change it to past continuous. And my, change it to her, because it's a girl. 6. We won't be late, Mom. The kids told their mother that they wouldn't be late. 7. You can see the beach from the balcony. The house agent told them that they could see the beach from the balcony. You, change it to they. The verb can, change it to could. These are the 2 changes we performed. Number 8, if the weather is sunny next Saturday, we may go on an excursion to the mountains. The mother told her kids that if the weather was sunny the following Saturday, they might go on an excursion to the mountains. Here, there are 2 changes, or many changes. I'm sorry. We have is, change it to was. We have next, change it to the following. We have may, that change it to might. 9. We are playing video games now. The kids told their father that they were playing video games then. Present continuous, change it to past continuous. And now, change it to then. The last sentence, number 10, I found an old English book yesterday. The boy said that he had found an old English book the previous day. Found, past simple, change it to had found, past perfect. And yesterday, change it to the previous day. Well, this is just the first part of this lesson about reported speech. We will finish the second part in the next lesson. So, see you in the next lesson.
شكرا على المشاهدة. لا تنسوا الاشتراك في القناة، الضغط على الجرس، الإعجاب بالفيديو.